Good evening to one and all. A warm welcome to 77th International Workshop on Great Life Lessons from Bharat Ratna Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji under Golden Jubilee of NEHU, May 2022 to May 2023 International Workshop Series, a series of 100 programs every Saturday 5 to 7 p.m. PM High, Nation First, Self Next. Jointly organized by Internal Quality Assurance IQAC, Northeastern Hill University, Shillong, Meghalaya, and Indian Society for Training and Development, ISTD, Shillong chapter, in collaboration with the Department of Philosophy and IQAC, MORAN College, affiliated to Dibrugarh University, MORANHAT, ASSAM, and Department of Philosophy, Sri Venkateswara University, Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh. A warm welcome to today's keynote speaker, my guru, collaborator, Professor P. Chinnaya sir, Department of Philosophy, Sri Venkateswara University. Professor Prabhasankar Sukla sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Northeastern Hill University. Professor S. Dikshit sir, Registrar, Director, IQAC, NEHU, Shillong. Professor Mithali Kaur, Principal, Moran College. Dr. Srotosini Gogoi Madam, Head Department of Philosophy, Workshop Coordinator, IQAC Coordinator. Professor B.S. Mipun sir, Chairman, ISTD, Shillong Chapter. Professor Rajareddy sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sri Venkateswara University. Noble participants, a warm welcome to one and all. On the occasion of Christmas, 25th December 1924, Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji born. On 16th August 2018 passed away. But wonderful politician, best parliamentarian, first time served whole nation in the capacity of Prime Minister for 13 days, then again second time. So there are n number of good initiatives. We are not in a position to recall whatever every politician, every leader, every person, both the positive and negative aspects. But our main aim of the program is to share the goodness and to see the good from others. So whatever life lessons, what are important life lessons we can learn from Bharat Ratna Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. So wonderful. उनकी कविताएं हिंदी मेरा सेकंड लैंग्वेज हिंदी था डिग्री तक so I can read and write, I can speak Hindi whenever time permits. I would like to listen his talks in parliament. Already recorded videos are available in YouTube. So wonderful poet, politician, best parliamentarian and human being. We can learn many things from Bharat Ratna Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. A warm welcome to one and all. As usual, we start our program with the Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sukhalam, Malaya Shyamala Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shubhra Jyotsna Pulakitayamini, Pullakusumita Drumadala Shobhini, Suhasini, Suhasini, Sumadhura Bhashini, Sukhadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram.
Thank you. I'm requesting Professor Chinnaya sir to deliver keynote address. Over to you, sir.
Respectable coordinator, Dr. Amaresh sir, and who is the organizer of the program and who is actively organizing this program. Very nice. And all the participants of the program, So today I'm going to share about a political philosopher, former Prime Minister of India, Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee. So he born in December 24th, 1925. He died in August 2018, August 16, 2018 in Delhi. He born in Gwalior. He died at the age of 93. He was one of the founding members of the political party called Janasangh. So he is a very great person, great philosopher. We find many great things in his personality. So his expressions are very nice for human welfare. So Atal Bihari Vajpayee is saying that terrorism has become a festering wound. It is an enemy for humanity. So here Atal Bihari Vajpayee is telling we should not solve any problem on the basis of gun. So here, if you terror to some people, they may terror us. That is not good. He's telling violence is not a solution for any problem. Violence leads to violence. Unhappiness leads to unhappiness. Destruction leads to destruction. He's telling with a beautiful manner, we want a permanent peace in the world. So here, what do you mean by peace? He's a poet, he's a philosopher. He's telling, I have a poetic heart. This poetic heart is very useful to solve my many political problems. If some people have criticized me, some people have done some wrong thing on me, I may use my language, my heart, I may use my poetic expression as an instrument to solve my own problems. Peace is most important for any life. He's telling, peace is essential for sustainable development in the world. So if you have a violence, if you have a unhappiness, destruction, you don't find any order in the world. You need more peace in the life. He's telling. So what do you mean by peace? Peace in the individual, peace in the society, peace in the world. How we get peace? When you are contented with our desires, when you are free from all mental disturbances, when we are free from all problems relating with oneself and the society, we may get peace. Peace is a state of silence. That is a center for creativity. So here Atal Bihari Vajpayee is telling, peace is most important for a happy way of life in the individual and the society. So he's telling about the truth. Truth cannot be hidden for fear that somebody would exploit it. If you know the truth, so what do you mean by truth? What do you mean by reality? So if you say anything with a verbal manner, with a words manner, with a descriptive manner on something, that is called reality. If you experience anything without saying anything in the words and the explanation manner, in the verbal expression, with the silent perception, if you pursue anything on any object or a thing or a society or event, that is called truth. So truth is what is. Truth is which is. So truth is free from past. Truth is free from future. That is what is at present. So yesterday's truth is not today's truth. Today's truth is not tomorrow's truth. So if you go to any river, if you keep your foot on the water, you may experience after 1 minute or after some seconds, you may experience a different sensation for your foot. So here, truth is a momentary, it is a fresh, it is a ever new, it is a ever river type, ever flow, ever breathing. So here, if you know, Atal Bihari Vajpayee is telling, if you know the truth, You have to express truth. So if you hide the truth, some may find the truth and they may exploit. So if you want to avoid exploitation, if you want to avoid domination, you have to tell with a courageous manner about the truth experience. So you can change friends, but not neighbors. So if you have a good relationship with the friends, you may say something, they may follow. If your neighbors are there, they may be very different. They may be remote people. So they may listen or they may not listen. But a person who has a affection and a friendliness, he may create a change in the behavior of the person in the physical level, in the psychological level. So Atal Bihari Vajpayee is telling no state should be allowed to process a partnership with the global terrorism. So here, so creating a terror, so fearful environment, bombing, killing, all the things. So if you encourage terrorism, that creates so many problems for us. So states should not encourage for the sake of their administration or self-centered things. So he's telling, Atal Bihari Vajpayee is telling, we hope the world will act in the spirit of enlightened self-interest. So though we have a nation's self-interest, possessiveness and everything, we should be very careful relating with understanding. Self-interest based on enlightenment. So here enlightenment means seeing truth exactly what it is, seeing your true nature exactly it is. You are by birth, you are a very pure person. You are just like a pure mirror. If you see your visions through your pure mirror in the external world, you may see exactly what it is. So if you see clearly truth in the external world, you may avoid self-interest, you may give altruism, you may act in the objective line, you may do something good for society. So he is telling Atal Bihari Vajpayee, nuclear weapons important. So he's telling our nuclear weapons are meant purely as a deterrent against a nuclear adventure by a adversary. So here in 1998, he conducted a nuclear test in the Pokhran. After conduction or a successful of nuclear test in the Pokhran, he has issued a slogan in India that Jai Vignan, Heil Science. So Jai Science. So science is the most important thing. So it has a many dimensions. Science has a many dimensions, not only the experimental sciences. So scientific outlook in the way of life, scientific outlook in the investigation. So he's telling knowledge is the most important thing for the shape of the India and the world. So he said, so if you give most important for science, we may get more protection and happiness. So here nuclear weapons, why we have developed nuclear weapons tested? Not for throwing nuclear weapons on anybody. If we have nuclear weapons, if with a disorder manner, corrupted manner, with unjust manner, if somebody will come to our country, we may react, we may protect our life, we may defend our country on showing nuclear weapons. Because he's a poet and a philosopher, the great kind-hearted person, he's telling, so if you use violence, there is no goodness you may receive. So through violence, you may not get anything. Through love, friendliness, cooperation, understanding, sharing and giving, you may get something. If you give something to your friends and neighbors, they may give something to you. If you give something violence to some people, they may give violence to you. That's why giving is our way of life. So he's telling, my government is committed to carry out electoral reforms. It is our firm resolution to keep criminal elements away from the So elections should be conducted very fair and free manner. So with honest, we should avoid all criminal elements in the election campaign and the election activities. We may get more good people on the basis of election reforms. Election reforms are most important for our country, he said. So he said democracy is the best guarantor for peace and cooperation among nations. So if democracy is there, what do you mean by democracy? Democracy is the government of the people, by the people, for the people. So here people's representation, people's decision, people's opinion is the vital aspect in the democracy. So he's telling democracy is the best government in the world. So here he's telling about the administration. So what type of administration people expect? People want government to deliver here and now. So they are not there and that. Here and now means it is a present. It is at moment. This day, this hour, this moment, this second. So government should be, so in the state or a central or any policy, if the government is a very active, it is a very sharp, if it acts in the here and now means no postponement for tomorrow, everything in the today, if they start that type of administrative process, people may enjoy. So he's telling people want government to deliver here and now. My poet's heart gives me strength of my solving problems relating with the society, politics, and everything. So he has a great view on science and technology. Our country aim should be to make India a global hub for science and technology and research and development. So he is telling about the wars. So he is against wars. So he is telling war is a struggle, war is a competition, war is a destruction, war is a unhappiness. We are unnecessarily wasting our precious resources in the wars. If we avoid our wars, we may send our resources to avoid to free from unemployment, to free from various types of diseases, to free from backwardness of the country, we may live very happily. So here, when you are in the state of war, you are in the state of violence. So what is the root cause for any war? Where there is a psychological division, where there is a separation between observer and observed, where there is a conflict and a division in the mind, there we find violence. We find two types of violences at the beginning stage, the psychological violence and the physical violence. So here psychological violence means using negative words, negative language, destructive expressions, creating terror to language and body language and body facial expressions. So here in the world we find greatly about the physical violence. So the highest state of physical violence is a war, killing, murdering, with the bombing, with the destruction. So with the various types of, and so this psychological war and the physical war are arising from the state of mind. So here Atal Bihari Vajpayee is telling, we need love and affection, we need understanding, we need silent state of mind. So he's a very beautiful person, beautiful philosopher. So he lived with a tranquil manner. He has done greatly in the administration. He has a global view. If you observe his philosophy with unbiased manner, we find great divinity, great compassion in his expressions. So avoid war, use natural resources for happiness, for development of the people. So he's telling labor reforms are not anti-worker. So here, if you are doing any labor reforms on the industries and anything, the worker should be most priority. We have to respect his life and everything. So here, no one can be considered untouchable or political ground. So we have to treat all people with equal manner. Some parties may have some power, some parties may have some strength, but that is a immaterial. We have to treat all people, all in a generous manner for coexistence. So he's telling, we want peace to be permanent, so not temporary peace, occasional peace. So we should not encourage any violence. We want to live very comfortably in the society. People, if you are not living peacefully every day, you are in the unhappiness in our state. If you have in the unhappiness in our mind, you may get more psychological and physical diseases relating with your life. So he said about the universities. Creative universities are bedrock of every development of the nation relating with the science and technology. So he used the wonderful language when he was a prime minister. So he said, he said about word creative universities means talented universities. So here, for example, because of the socialistic pattern, many central universities happened. So in the country, the total students are out of 100% students, only 6% of the students of educators are there in the central universities, IITs, central universities, all. 94% of the students and people are there in the state and private and deemed universities. So he is telling, in the country, we should not any degrade. We should not avoid any opportunities for any section of people. We have to treat all states, all people, all the entire country is one. All people are one. We have to give equal opportunities. So if you avoid war and destruction, we may spend all things. So the total country development with a sustainable manner, that's the most important. So empowerment of individual in the country is nothing but empowerment of the nation. So empowerment means strengthening, energizing, creating. So so if you give more chances for people, they may create more chances. For example, here Northeastern Hill University. So Amaresh sir joined from different universities to Sri Venkatesh to Northeastern Hill University. So here he found many good environment, and he started creative activities. So his last 1.5 year, he contributed a lot for global knowledge. That is a one type of creative activity. So here Atal Bihari Vajpayee also telling, creative universities means a university is a free. So here in the university, we have to give absolute freedom for student teachers. You have to give funding. You have to give chances for creative expressions. So he's telling the greatness of our past country and the future. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, we have different great people in the past, in the medicine, in the technology. Many great people occurred in the history, in the Ayurveda, yoga, tantra. Many medicines occurred in the past, and we have to protect our country in the medical point of view. We have to create a great glory. So creative universities are most important for all-round development of the country. India has the sanction of her own fast glory and the future vision to become strong in every sense of the term. So he said about the violent outlook, weapons. He said, I believe the gun is no solution to any problem. So negotiation, discussion, affection, friendliness, sharing, helping, giving, these are most important things for our life. Peace is essential for development. So if you have no peace, you may not find any memory power, creativity in our mind. So you may not find very happiness. Violence does not contribute to anything. If you are so spreading violence in the individual sense, in the social sense, in the country and internet, automatically it will spread like just like a fire. That's why violence is a division, violence is a wastage of energy, violence is unhappiness, violence is dissatisfaction, violence is the firing. So you need more silence, peace, tranquility, happiness, friendship, love, understanding, compassion. So don't encourage violence, war, destruction, corruption, hatred, disorder. So don't encourage any evils. Encourage only virtues. So good things. Then only our country and the people will feel very happy. So he said, I believe in equal respect for all faiths. So relating with secularism, he has a great understanding about the country. He said, one beautiful expression, if India is not secular, then India is no India at all. So he's telling India is a secular country. You have to respect Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Buddhists, Jains, Zoroastrians, all people. No discrimination. Give respect for all people. That is my policy, Atal Bihari Vajpayee said. So he said with another manner the same expression. I believe in equal respect for all peace. So here in the basic expression we have Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vahante, means truth is one, different persons, different commentators, different persons are reaching and seeing the same truth with a different sense. So the place is same, but different people are coming to different place. That's why in the religions we have, so in the all religions we find the ultimate goal is nirvana, samadhi, Allah, Jesus Christ, or Christhood, Allahhood, or a Buddhahood, or a Nirvana, Mahamudra, Tao, many things. But people may go with the different modes, different prayers and everything. We have to respect all people because unity in diversity, diversity in unity. So India is a diverse country. I respect that type of life. So he's telling the spending science and technology must be developed. We have to increase more funds. So he is telling we should always care for minorities and be attentive towards their welfare. He's telling we believe in resolving all disputes peacefully, peace our policy. We have to act with a peaceful manner. So Atal Bihari Vajpayee is telling about a population. Population needs to be stabilized for sustainable development in the country. So if you increase more population, you want to get more results relating with development. You have to take more care for population control. You have to take more control on giving importance for population explosion. So he has a all-round characteristics relating with the live society. So we should give more priority for agriculture, education, medicine, health. We have to give all importances for all departments of the country, all aspects of the human being. All human beings are one family. We have to respect the origin of human being life. We have to live in a peaceful manner. India is a country of many faiths, many religions, many diversities. We have to respect. We have to give love, affection, friendliness, compassion, help to all people without considering any differentiation. Then only we live very peacefully in the world. Let no one challenge India's secularism. So India is a face of many religions, many faiths. No one question the existence of secularism. Secularism is our important aspect in our life. Victory and defeat are a part of life. which are to be viewed with equanimity. So sometimes we may get and sometimes we may get success or a defeat. Don't bother about success and defeat. We have to treat success and defeat with equal manner without having any attachment. We have to see success and defeat with a remote manner. If you enter deeply into the success, you may get enjoyment. If you enter very deeply into defeat, you may get unhappiness. That's why don't move very closely to success and defeat. You see from outside with a spectator manner, having no attachment. See the qualities of success and defeat. Enjoy your life. So here there can be no compromise regarding corruption. So honesty should be there. Administration, do your works here and now. Help people. Respect all human beings. So don't encourage any terrorism. Give love and affection. Treat all political parties and all human beings with equal manner. Live in this world with a happy manner. So if you start violence, war, destruction, unhappiness in this world, you may get the same things in return. That's why talk very pleasantly, see goodness in other people, have a respect for the opinions of other people, enjoy the good feelings of the heart, live with a simple manner. So have a integrated life, develop your scientific outlook. At the same time, develop your spiritual knowledge also, know about your soul, live very happily, share enjoyable mood, do good things, then your life, country, world will be very beautiful. So this essence we find in the Atal Bihari Vajpayee's philosophy. I concluded this speech, Amreswar.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm requesting a noble participant to interact with Professor Chennai, sir. Over to the participants, Deeplata Gupta madam, Pawan sir, Hema madam, and others.
Very good evening to Professor Chennai sir and Amar sir.
Welcome. Welcome, Hema Garu, please.
A happy and pleasant evening, sir. So we were discussing about India's one of the greatest politicians, a great good character person, very intellectual, the most respectful person, Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Without him, without his help, we would have not traveled into the villages. Atal Bihari Vajpayee's, he had taken a lot of care into the Sadak Yojana, into the villages. The most important achievement of Atal Bihari Vajpayee was the Atal Sadak Yojana. Throughout the country, interior villages also, they were all connected with concrete roads because of him. During his tenure as a Prime Minister, he helped us to carry out, he helped the country, India, to carry out the Pokhran nuclear tests in the year 1998, which made the entire world to look at India, to look at our country. We feel very proud of that incident, sir. And he also made, what I know about him is he was the person who made to improve the diplomatic relations between Pakistan. That is to traveling to Lahore by bus. That traveling into Pakistan was a very dangerous situation. But he was the person who made it easy for us, who made it very easy for us to travel to Pakistan through road, by Lahore by bus, which was not even expected by people, by the Indians at all. And, yes, that was one of the greatest steps what we have to appreciate, because it was though it was our neighboring country, there were no like relationships movement coming and going into that country at all. With the help of the then Prime Minister Mr. Nawaz Sharif, there were talks with them, and he made a travel through bus to Lahore from our country, India. That was one of the greatest achievement what I feel, sir. And after that also, in the Kargil war during the Pakistan, he also tried to make relationship between our countries, both countries. And one more, the most important thing what I would like to bring to the session is, Narendra Modi declared in the year 2014 that Vajpayee's birthday, that is 25th December, would be marked as Good Governance Day. Very remarkable day. Isn't Good Governance Day. And in the same time, he also achieved the highest civilian honor, that is Bharat Ratna, also by the President of India, the then Prime Minister Pranab Mukherjee also, sir. So thank you so much for enlightening us with a very nice, important politician of our country, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, Amar, sir.
Very nice expression, because so he born in a Orthodox Brahmin family. He got a great genes relating with ancient culture and ancient philosophy. He is a pure honest person. So he has a great listening about our his inner concern. So he is a meditator also. So he said many great things. So here he said, in the administration, he said, here and now, no tomorrow, no future. Today is the best day. You have to act immediately. If you are postponing, means you are not seeing actually the intensity of the problem. If you are a fresh person, innocent person, lively person, your mind is just like a mirror-like, you may act immediately. So people are expecting from the government to act here and now. So he has created wonderful funds for creating beautiful roads in the country, national highways with the bridges, most wonderful manner we find. So if you read his expressions, his lifestyle, a different type of person, a pure philosopher, teacher, but we can't compare to anybody, but he's a very spiritual person. So he's mixed with the spirituality and the action. So he's telling morality should be there. So in the election, we may win or defeat. That is immaterial. We have to see with the remote sense. But he said about the election reforms, don't encourage any criminals in the election. We should give more respect to the opinion of the people. So election reforms are the most important. So he has a great concern for the country. He's a wonderful person. So he contributed a nice thing. So P.V. Narasimha Rao, Atal Bihari Vajpayee. So Atal Bihari Vajpayee has a universal outlook. So he's a very kind-hearted and a good person. So he said, I have great respect on the all faiths, all religions. Secularism is our way of life. If secularism is not there in the country, it is not at all our country. So India has a great inherent gene of secularism means. So here we welcome Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Buddhists, Jain, Parsis, all people, all ideas. We welcome all ideas from the universe. We have to give respect for the thing. So here, so he has a great respect on the Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vante. The truth is one, different people are seeing with a different language and different look. So he has a great spiritual person. He introduced his spirituality in the politics also. We may see Atal Bihari Vajpayee is a great person in the history of Indian polity and the Indian life. Thank you, Hema Garu, for your nice presentation.
Yes,
and good question.
Generally,
Amresh,
in
sir.
Telugu,
Thank
we
you,
have
sir.
a proverb like Pandita Putra Paramasuntaha, like his father was a teacher, but generally they say when the father is a teacher or a scholar or something like that, the children born to him are not like intellectuals like that. But here it is wrong. Pandita Putra Parama Panditaha. Here we can take it in the other way, sir. Though his father, Sri Krishna Bihari Vajpayee, was a teacher, his son grew into a very much advanced. He got a very good name, sir. That's what I would like
Very
to say.
good expression.
Yes,
So
sir.
here in this connection, we have to appreciate our Amresh sir. He has
Yes, sir.
taken nice step idea
Yes, sir.
to fix Atal Bihari Vajpayee. So after reading his original language, I found a purity, a goodness, a love, affection, sharing, many good qualities in his expressions in his life. So he's a wonderful person. So Amareshwar has seen the beauty of the great heart of the Atal Bihari Vajpayee's expression, and he fixed the program very good. So
Sir, did you
Amare-
happen to meet him, sir?
tell me,
Did
please tell me.
did you happen to meet him, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, or like seeing him, or did you meet him personally, sir? Like,
I
have you seen him? Sir.
Actually, he has come to Tirupati to give political gathering. So they during that before his prime ministership, he in Andhra Pradesh, that particular party conducted many seats in the Tirupati in Nehru Municipal High School. He has given yet a public gathering with Dr. Venkaya Naidu garu. So I attended the program. I have gone to that meeting. I heard and I met Atal Bihari Vajpayee. So I said that at the age I have great inspiration. So congratulations for your beautiful expression, sir. So we enjoyed your talk. I said like this to Atal Bihari Vajpayee.
Yes,
So
sir.
he felt very happy. So that is my because I have expressed this idea to this experience to even Amareshwar also.
Yes, sir.
But after your questioning, I remembered. So in the program with wonderful poetic language by Venkaya Naidu and Atal Bihari Vajpayee also said very nicely. So he has given us the election campaign from place to place with a big schedule. So at the time at the evening, 6 o'clock, I had gone there to listen to Atal Bihari Vajpayee speech, met to Atal Bihari Vajpayee. So maybe 25 years back.
Yes, sir.
So I remember that incident. So I met many times. But once I met Atal Bihari Vajpayee after giving a talk in the public gathering and election campaign, I appreciated. So very good. I remember his expression. You have asked one nice question. Very good, Hema Garu. So,
In person,
30
to meet him, sir.
35 years back, whenever some great people is coming, so I have met Indira Gandhi also.
Yes, that's
very
Mother Teresa. You
and
told.
very nearer to his heart.
Yes, sir.
70 met Atal Bihari Vajpayee.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
These are some experience of mine because I was
Exactly.
too courageous in meeting people in those days.
Yes, sir. They are like life lessons. When you see such people, we get lot of inspiration and motivation from them also, sir. These are some of the life lessons also what we learn from them, from their speeches.
Actually, from N.T. Ramarao garu also, after becoming a chief minister, he has come to SV University, Srinivas Auditorium. At the time, I was a MA first year philosophy student. So directly, I have gone to stage without taking any permission to any security officer. I found some space. I have gone to N.T. Ramarao garu and I have given shake hand and appreciated. Suddenly, he has given shake hand to me. So after after becoming a chief minister, after 8 months, I met N.T. Ramarao garu. So this is also one experience. In those days, meeting great people is my inspiration. That is my activity. That is a personal activity in those days. Amareshwar.
Even your student Amreshwar sir also has that
Extraordinary,
attitude,
sir.
He
Extraordinary,
also
sir.
tries to meet people. So many
Very good.
people.
So even I didn't tell about my meeting with Atal Bihari Vajpayee. So I have not expressed this idea. But after your question, I remembered my fast memory. Maybe
Yes, sir.
25 years back, 30 years, nearly 30 years.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
30 years I met.
The same attitude your Sishya or disciple also is having, sir. He is also interested in meeting Amar sir
even,
also. Yes, sir.
I met even Chief Justice of India, P.N. Bhagavati, and Sadasivam, ex-governor of Kerala, he was a Chief Justice of India. After coming to, after relieving as a Chief Justice of India, he come to SV University, Senate Hall. So I have congratulated. I said, congratulations for your. So he felt very happy. So he said thanks to me. So I went to Chief Justice of India. Some time great people with inspiration. So in this connection, I said my first experiences also in the live program. So in the live program, I shared my experiences. Amresh,
Thank you, sir.
welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Any other? Pavan sir, we have sufficient time. Deeplata Gupta ji. Anyone? Anyone else? Sir, Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, he contested almost all the elections.
Amresh sir, Pavan Kumar is line.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pavan sir, are you there?
Okay.
Please, sir. Please ask.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste. Namaste, Pavan Kumar.
Okay. How can that Atal Bihari Vajpayee, starting the BJP party and founder of that, how can pick up that life journey of political and
So,
Bharat Ratna award?
Actually,
How can get got it, sir?
so actually they started a Janasangh party at later stage. After some time, Atal Bihari Vajpayee and the person Bharatiya party. After that, they started political career. So Atal Advani traveled by Radham in the country, and they spread, and BJP got power. So Atal Bihari Vajpayee have done extremely well, and after that, our Narendra Modi ji is performing very nicely with the fast experience and the fast guidelines and the principles of the Bharatiya Janata Party. So here, this Bharat Ratna may give a persons who contributed a lot, who are exemplary persons in the political life, who contributed a lot for peace and because here Atal Bihari Vajpayee with many things. So in the between India and Pakistan Kargil war, and he has taken extreme step. He has visited Kargil also. So he has given more courage for soldiers, and he said, so we have a right, we have to protect our country, but we have a great understanding about the Pakistan that we are brothers. Now we have a good connection psychologically. Because of some grounds, we have divided two countries, but we have to live with a friendly manner, with the courage and cooperation, love and affection. Why don't you come for that line? So he started the bus program, and he discussed with Parvez Musharraf, and he has taken extreme steps for good friendly, because he has a inherent feeling that the India, the Pakistan, the Bangladesh are our brothers and sisters. Prior our country independent, before that, the Pakistan, Bangladesh, India are one. They are different now, but we have a psychological affinity, genes and everything. They are our brothers and sisters. So though we are living in the different countries in the Pakistan, Bangladesh, India, but we have to spread our love, affection with the friendliness, cooperation. So he tried that level to have a harmonious relationship. Because of his philosophy, peace is the most important thing. If you are not living in the peace in the society, you won't get anything. So if you won't get through gun, or a violence. That's why he introduced his philosophy with the neighboring, and that's why he said, so we may change our friends and we should not change our neighbors. He said in the one conference. This is a one quotation expression by Atal Bihari Vajpayee. That's why he wants to treat Bangladesh and Pakistan, other countries, even throughout the world. He is a very global person. So his consciousness, his moods are universal person. So he's telling we have to develop a good relation with the neighbors. We have to spread love, affection, friendliness throughout the world. This is a one world. We have a one consciousness. We have to respect all the people. He's a global person. Though he started a political parties, but he's a universal person. He has a great respect for world peace and understanding. So he said, for nuclear weapons also, we are using nuclear. We are not using nuclear weapons for any purposes. We may show nuclear weapons to defend our country. So he contributed a lot. He's an exemplary person, wonderful person. That's why he got Bharat Ratna, many awards. So he said, creative universities are needed, good education, science and technology, research and development. So all-round infrastructure, giving importance to every individual for his personal development. He is a very integrated person for country's contribution, development. He has integrated views in life and society. Amresh sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Extraordinary, sir. Extraordinary. Anyone else? If you don't have, I can ask if. Okay. Thank you very much.
Whenever,
please
whenever
continue,
our
sir.
India, whenever our India developed countries are like foreign country developed country way. Whenever our India developed countries are all governments are here, our India. That no scientific developments. Every government is no normative scientific development. All our time pass, the increasing of poverty, unemployment. These are all these things. Every government is here. Our foreign countries, developed countries, to see that researching, that the findings is follow that president. Our India no follow. That scholars no given freedom. Our university no given freedom. That our researching findings not follow that every government. That's why our India, whenever developed countries are. Please tell me, sir.
So here in this connection, the views of the Atal Bihari Vajpayee, he said science and technology are most important. We have to spread. Here in this connection, I have to tell one important aspects for the universities. In the universities, previously in the university system, we have a lecturer, reader, and a professor designations. During the period of Atal Bihari Vajpayee administration, the central government in the Department of Education, then Cabinet Minister Murali Manohar Joshi from Uttar Pradesh with Atal Bihari Vajpayee, they have given great importance for the dignity of the university teachers. They revised the designation. The lecturer is assistant professor, the reader is associate professor, the professor is a professor. So during the period of Atal Bihari Vajpayee administration, these words are happening. So prior that only lecturer, reader. So they started. Language is the most important. If you give exemplary language, they may feel very happy. They may feel dignified. So we have to use and we have to develop dignity of the university teacher. So they decided from that administration onwards in the all universities, in the colleges, that is the contribution of Atal Bihari Vajpayee and Murali Manohar Joshi of Atal Bihari Vajpayee government. Amresh sir. So I am remembering the first incident. Some new persons may not know about the developments, but I am telling the resolutions and the effect from the words. So here relating with our Pawan Kumar question, Atal Bihari Vajpayee telling, if you avoid conflict, disorder and corruption, you may accumulate some funds for our country budget. We may use this funds for research and development relating with defense and science and technology relating with the society. At the same time, if you use the funds without corruption, we may avoid unemployment. We may create more opportunities for people in the government sector, many sectors for self-employment, and we may eradicate various types of diseases. We may develop many roads, beautiful manner from Kanyakumari to Kashmir, and from Bombay to Guwahati or Dibrugarh, Arunachal Pradesh. So just like a beautiful roads. So for that, avoid violence, avoid war, avoid corruption, use resource very carefully. Honesty should be there. So he has a great vision to develop India as a wonderful country in the world because of his philosophy. Amresh sir.
Thank you, sir. So finally, I can ask. So what
Amresh
type
sir.
of yes, sir. What type of life lessons from Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji to our students and teachers, sir?
Very good expression. So here, if you observe the philosophy and the life of the Atal Bihari Vajpayee, for students and teachers, researchers, for many people. So he said, in our country, secularism is a very important thing. Protect secularism. If you create any problem in the secularism, you may face violence, unhappiness, and destruction. So secularism is our gene, our way of life. So respect all people's ideas. Respect all religions, Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Buddhists, Jain, Parsis, all the people. Don't underestimate. Give respect, give encouragement. That is the one. Another, in the way of life, don't live with violence. Don't live with a war. Don't live with an ambitious outlook. So his outlook is live with a simple manner, live with a contentment, live with a desireless manner. So if you follow this, you may get the life of the peace. Peace should be your way of life. Means peace within you and without. Peace within your mind and peace without the world. While you are talking with people, while you are doing with the society, you give respect, love, compassion, friendliness, and everything. So at the same time, so you have to understand your mind consciousness, know your purity. You are a soul, you are a purity, you are an empty space, you are free from all impurities. You are just like a fresh mirror. You realize that if you realize your inner mirror, inner freshness, you may get peace. So that is another sense. So don't encourage any terrorism in the world. So here, do your duty with the honest manner. Don't encourage any corruption. So you are the world. You are not an individual in the world. How you are not individual in the world? See, every individual, he is taking air from the nature. He is taking water from the nature. He is taking temperature from the nature. He is living in the earth. All people are living in the air, on the earth. All people are using in the space. It is in the world. We have a space. Because of space, we are moving. So people are using space, earth, water, fire, air. We are getting air, water, fire from the nature. So if you want to get any sufficient temperature for your body, if you want to get any sufficient oxygen from the nature to your body, if you want to get a sufficient water for your body, you want to live. That's why he's telling sustainable development is the most important thing in the world. So you are creating air pollution, water pollution, sound pollution, ecological imbalance, ozone layer depletion. You are thinking the trees are not important, the water is not important, the fire is not important, I am the important. But you are underestimating, respect nature because you are depending on the nature. So here Atal Bihari Vajpayee is telling sustainable development should be your way of life. So don't destroy other human beings. Don't create any problems. respect water, air, fire, nature, everything. So sustainable development. So here he's telling another important point relating with the individual and the society. Do your activities here and now. Here, now, this. Then, there, that. No. Then, there, that. No. Here, now, this. You have to act. So, if Atal Bihari Vajpayee lesson follows anybody in the country, so no postponement of any work relating with administration in the sharing anything. So, he is telling another lesson: live at now, live at present. So live with a happy manner. So here society is contributing to you, give something. So his lessons is live honestly, live at present, don't encourage any terrorism, respect all religions, secularism is most important, live comfortable manner, respect the souls of other people, give something without having any desire, live simple manner. These are the lessons we find in the way of life of Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Amresh sir.
Thank you, sir. Wonderful lessons. With your permission, may I go for presentation, sir? Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Thanks
please
a
go
lot.
ahead, sir. Please go ahead.
So good evening to Professor Chennai sir, my guru, collaborator and keynote speaker, and noble participants. Great life lessons from Bharat Ratna Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. Outline of the presentation, introduction, learning outcome, and the conclusion. Learning great life lessons from Bharat Ratna Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. During that time, I was +2. I completed class 10, then entered into +2. Still, I remember Pokhran, nuclear test, and bus yatra to Lahore, even Dhaka. Wonderful, extraordinary science and technology, the change of designation of teachers, so many new things. So before going to normal actual topic, I would like to share the same tenure. Even Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji utilized the services of a great scientist, the then President of India, Bharat Ratna APJ Abdul Kalam. Do this silently. Two things makes you more powerful. How to become powerful? Do silently the two things. What are those two things? Wonderful. So that's why APJ Abdul Kalam is a memorable teacher, memorable scientist, memorable statesman, memorable politician. So when extraordinary simplicity. So he passed away in Shillong IAM. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, born already Professor Chennai sir nicely mentioned 25th December, Christmas Day. The whole globe celebrates Christmas. Indians, they celebrate Christmas and the birthday of Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. And he passed away on August 16th, 2018. So he got Bharat Ratna. The Honorable present Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji is a great follower of Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. This is born Gwalior, Madhya Pradesh, already Professor Chennai sir mentioned, and Janasangh, political founder, now Bharatiya Janata Party, died at the age of 93. So important personalities of India. Under this, very nicely, they created this video. Atal Bihari Ji Vajpayee, one of the greatest personalities of India.
to watch our videos in Hindi.
Wonderful personality of AP. Sorry, I am again and again telling. Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. It is easy to win elections by raising slogan of Garibi Hatao, but slogans do not remove poverty. That is why he Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, and Jai Vignan. He added one more. Here, quite diplomacy is far more effective than public posturing. Diplomacy, that's why through diplomatic way he approached bus yatra to Dhaka, to Lahore, n number of initiatives, friendly relationship. The Professor Chennai sir rightly mentioned, we can change our friends, but we can't change our neighbors. This is always better to. That's why by keeping this view only, I visited our neighboring countries, Bangladesh and Nepal, before going to visit faraway countries of India. I dream of an India that is prosperous, strong, and caring. An India that regains a place of honor in the committee of great nations. Our aim may be as high, that's why look up aim high, as the endless sky, but we should have a resolve in our minds to walk ahead hand in hand, for victory will be ours. To change this Asia, especially in general, and Southeast Asia in particular, we want to work together with the neighbors. That is why always taking care of neighboring countries. There can be no compromise regarding corruption. So corruption is the main obstacle for progress. It is better corruption-free government. So under his only one thing, disinvestment, Harun Shauri was the then Minister of Disinvestment. We want peace to be permanent. Without peace, there is no development, not only external peace, even internal peace also. Victory and defeat are a part of life. That's why he waited so long, almost 40 years, to become Prime Minister of India. He started his journey in 1952 elections, Lok Sabha elections, which are to be viewed with equanimity. So loss and victory is the same. Truth cannot be hidden for fear that somebody would exploit. Professor Chennai sir rightly mentioned all this one. We hope the world will act in the spirit of enlightened self-interest. So here the self-interest is for benefit of maximum sustainable development, inclusive development. Professor Chennai sir rightly mentioned. So it is our duty to utilize our resources by keeping view of present and future, but present is important according to Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. Atal Bihari Vajpayee memorable speech in the parliament.
पचास साल में हमने प्रगति की है, इससे कोई इनकार नहीं कर सकता। चुनाव के दौरान वोट मांगते हुए, सरकार की नीतियों पर कठोर से कठोर प्रहार करते हुए और पुरानी सरकार की नीतियों में आलोचना करने के लिए लायक बहुत सामग्री थी। हर जगह मैंने ये कहा कि मैं उन लोगों में से नहीं हूं जो 50 वर्ष की उपलब्धियों पर पानी फेर दे। ऐसा करना देश के पुरुषार्थ पर पानी फेरना होगा। ऐसा करना देश के किसान के साथ अन्याय करना होगा, मजदूर के साथ जाति करनी होगी, आम आदमी के साथ भी वो अच्छा व्यवहार नहीं होगा। जो सवाल आज मन में उठता है और उठना चाहिए, आजादी को 50 साल होने आए, हम जयंती मनाने जा रहे हैं। आज देश की स्थिति क्या है? हम पिछड़ क्यों गए? प्रगति की दौड़ में जो देश हमारे साथ आजाद हुए थे वो हमसे आगे बढ़ गए, जो देश हमारे बाद जन्मे थे वो हमें पीछे छोड़ गए। दुनिया के करीब कम देशों में हमारी गणना है। 20% से ज्यादा लोग गरीबी की रेखा के नीचे। राष्ट्रपति महोदय के अभिभाषण में गांव का उल्लेख है या पीने का पानी नहीं। हम प्राथमिक शिक्षा अनिवार्य नहीं कर सकते। लड़कियों की शिक्षा की उपेक्षा हो रही। लड़की का जन्म लेना तो इस देश में अभी तक एक अभिशाप है। क्या सरकारी कदम उठाकर समाज में जागृति पैदा करके, क्या सब लोगों को जुटाकर, ये तो ऐसा काम है जिसमें कोई दलबंदी के लिए स्थान नहीं। हम देश का नक्शा नहीं बदल सकते। देश में साधनों की कमी नहीं है, और साधनों की अगर कमी है तो उसको ठीक ढंग से प्राप्त किया जा सकता है, साधन बढ़ाए भी जा सकते हैं। लेकिन जो साधन हैं उनका ठीक उपयोग नहीं हो रहा। जनता के ऊपर टैक्स लगाकर जो धन इकट्ठा किया जाता है उसका लाभ जनता तक नहीं पहुंचता, आम आदमी तक नहीं पहुंचता। कहां जाता है? किसकी जेब भरी जाती है? किसकी तिजोरी में वो रकम जाती है? विदेशी बैंकों में धन जाने का सिलसिला अभी तक क्यों कायम है? उसको रोकने के लिए क्या कदम उठाएंगे? हम विदेशी पूंजी के लिए प्रयत्नशील है। विदेशी पूंजी आए, पर अगर विदेशी पूंजी आती है अच्छे ढंग की टेक्नोलॉजी के लिए, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के लिए, आयात निर्यात को बढ़ाने के लिए, तो कोई आपत्ति नहीं करेगा। मुझे विश्वास है कि हमारे कम्युनिस्ट मित्र भी आपत्ति नहीं करेंगे। लेकिन क्या देश के भीतरी साधनों का अधिकतम उपयोग हो रहा है? क्या यह सच नहीं है कि भ्रष्टाचार एक राष्ट्रीय रोग बन गया है? मुझे याद है स्वर्गीय राजीव गांधी ने एक भाषण में कहा था कि मैं दिल्ली से 1 रुपया भेजता हूं, मगर जहां रुपया भेजता हूं वहां पहुंचते पहुंचते 19 पैसे रह जाते हैं। मैंने उनसे कहा कि ये चमत्कार कैसे होता है? भास्कर कहने लगे कि जब रुपया चलता है तो घिसता है। रुपया घिसता है, हाथ में लगता है, जेब में जाता है, छोटा हो रहा है। रुपए को पहचानना मुश्किल है। रुपया अंतर ध्यान हो सकता है। ये देश के सिक्के की स्थिति अच्छी नहीं है। एक तो सरकारी खर्चा बढ़ गया, बढ़ता जा रहा है। उसको बिना कम किए, और कम करने के लिए आम सहमति चाहिए, सर्वदलीय सहयोग चाहिए। कोई एक दलीय काम नहीं कर सकता। हाँ, हमारे पुराने प्रधानमंत्री नरसिंह राव जी अगर अपने को स्थिर करने के बाद इस दिशा में थोड़ा प्रयत्न करते तो सफल होते, लेकिन वो कुछ ऐसे कामों में उलझे रहे कि ये समस्याएं ध्यान नहीं खींच सकी।
Very nice. You can understand Hindi. So poverty is a multi-dimensional. It extends beyond money, it income to education, healthcare, political participation, and advancement of one's own culture and social organization, and how 1 rupee, how much it is reaching. So very nicely Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji expressed. So there is a need to come together, work together for the development of the nation. Hard work never brings tiredness, it brings satisfaction. Even Einstein also informed intelligence may fail sometimes, but hard work never. Imagination is more powerful than knowledge. So hard work is very, very important. You can change friends, but not neighbors. So what to do? It is our duty to be good with our neighbors, so by respecting their rules, regulation, policies for development. Peace is essential and important. No guns, but only brotherhood can solve our problems. So the Pakistan, we are unnecessarily wasting our precious resources in wars. Professor Chennai sir already mentioned. So what is happening in Ukraine, Russia, Syria, Pakistan, Afghanistan, many countries, So it is the time to rethink this. Already Honorable Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi is given a good lesson to whole globe. This is not time for wars. It is a time to sit together to solve our problems. Dialogue. I believe that democracy is the best guarantor for peace and cooperation among nations. But what is happening in Myanmar? So junta, the army rule, not only within Myanmar, so many other countries also, they are away from democratic principles. So it is not good for the welfare of the globe. So Jai Jawan, Jai Kishan, Jai Vignan, while addressing the nation, the former Prime Minister of India, Bharat Ratna Atal Bihari Vajpayee, given this slogan.
हम ये भूल नहीं सकते, लाल बहादुर शास्त्री जी ने कहा था, जय जवान जय किसान। मानो हर कोई एक दूसरे के बिना अधूरा है, एक दूसरे के बिना पूर्ण है। मैंने अब इसमें एक नया आयाम जोड़ा है, जय विज्ञान। 21वीं सदी में देश की सुरक्षा, देश का विकास बीती सदी के साधनों से नहीं किया जा सकता। हमें अपनी सेनाओं को अत्याधुनिक बनाना पड़ेगा, जिससे भी किसी भी संकट का डटकर मुकाबला कर सकें, हमारी स्वतंत्रता और अखंडता अक्षुण्ण रख सकें। इसी उद्देश्य से और केवल इसी उद्देश्य से हमने 11 और 13 मई को पोखरण में अणु विस्फोट किया था। पोखरण का अणु विस्फोट ये एक रात का खेल नहीं था। हमारे वैज्ञानिकों, इंजीनियरों, टेक्नीशियनों और हमारे सुरक्षा बलों के बरसों की तपस्या का यह फल था।
Right. For me, power was never an attraction, but many people, they feel that power is an attraction. My message to the people and rulers of Pakistan is, as neighbors, we want peace and friendship and cooperation with you so that together we can change the face of South Asia. So this is a lesson to or a request, suggestion to Pakistan. People want government to deliver here and now. This is the main purpose of government. My poet's heart gives me strength to face political problems, particularly those which have a bearing on my conscience. The Prime Minister's office is not something that one enjoys. So Prime Minister office to serve the whole nation, take care of international relations. This power of democracy is a matter of pride for our country, something which we must always cherish, preserve, and further strengthen. We have given up office, but not our responsibility. Maybe after losing the election to serve the nation, we have lost an election, but not our determination. It shows the responsibility of opposition. Let me make one thing clear. I have never considered mere survival in power as any achievement, just as I have never seen coming to power as an achievement in itself. India has never played politics with national security. Till the present government is also taking that much care. Labor reforms are not anti-worker. I am contesting elections since 1952, but never did I throw mud. So if you see, already have seen this video also mentioning about Lal Bahadur Shastri from Congress and P.V. Narasimha Rao ji. So it shows the greatness and big open heart of the opposition leader, the then Prime Minister Bharat Ratna Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. Violence does not contribute to anything. But I'm sorry to say, sometimes whenever watching the regional TV channels, the opposition ruling party, we are not in a position to listen those words, but it is better to learn these lessons from Vajpayee ji, the present political leaders. Our nuclear weapons are meant purely as a deterrent against nuclear adventure by an adversary. Some people maybe take negatively, so they can attack. It is our duty to make ourselves more strong. Because of national interest only, they did Pokhran nuclear test. India is a proud and sovereign country. We do not take any decision under pressure from the US or any other power. Same thing now, European Union countries and other countries, they are giving too much pressure on India to take decision against to Russia. But Indian foreign policy is something different. We are purchasing crude oil, diesel, petrol from Russia with the lowest price, but some other countries are telling something, but we are not in a position to listen. We have our own policy. The spending in science and technology need to be increased. That's why Professor Chennai sir rightly mentioned the creative universities and many other educational reforms they taken. The overwhelming public sentiment in India was that no meaningful dialogue can be held with Pakistan until it abandons the use of terrorism as an instrument of its foreign policy. Yesterday, I watched one movie of Akshay Kumar, how the flight hijacked, and very nice movie. Let no one challenge India's secularism. So it is wonderful in that movie also, very nicely. The last two slides is the last days of Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. So leaders, even Sushma Swaraj is also no more right now. Leaders pay tribute to Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji.
He was suffering for long, but we did not expect that the end will come. Somehow or other we had the belief that he struggled so many battles, and as valiantly he fought against death, even during this battle, he will succeed.
Never expected the end will come soon. Very sad to know about the demise of the nation's beloved leader, Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee.
बड़ी जद्दोजहद कहीं ना कहीं जिंदगी के लिए कि मैं इतने आसानी से मुझे कोई नहीं उठा ले जा सकता, इतनी आसानी से मुझे कोई नहीं हरा सकता, ये जो भाव उनका राजनीति में भी राजनीति करते करते रहा, वही कहीं ना कहीं लगा जो मृत्यु से उनका जो युद्ध चल रहा था एक प्रकार से। और एक ऐसा तेजस्वी तारा था माननीय अटल जी, ये राजनीति के आसमान में एक तेजस्वी तारा, सबसे अलग चमकने वाला तारा था, और ऐसा लगता है वो सितारा, वो तारा आज अस्तंगत हो गया।
हम सब के लिए यह दुख का विषय है कि श्रद्धेय अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी हम लोगों के बीच नहीं रहे। कुछ समय के बाद उनकी बॉडी फिर रेजिडेंस पर जाएगी, वहीं पर लोग अपनी आकर श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित कर सकते हैं।
पिछले 30 साल में तो एक बहुत बड़ी शक्ति और बहुत बड़ा लीडर जिसको देश में और विदेश में भी लोग जानते थे, वो अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी। चाहे उनका संबंधिक दूसरी अलग पार्टी से हो, लेकिन उनको सभी दलों के लोग उनका आदर करते थे, इज्जत करते। और उसके कारण यह है कि वो भी सभी दलों के नेताओं का और सभी दलों के पार्टियों का सम्मान करते थे, मान सम्मान करते थे।
उनके जाने से जो शून्य पैदा हुआ है कभी भरा नहीं जा सकेगा। उनके चरणों में प्रणाम।
हम सभी के लिए ये बड़े दुखद बेला है। एक अद्भुत इस प्रकार का व्यक्तिमत्व जिनका था, ऐसे अटल जी जो ये कहते थे कि हार नहीं मानूंगा, रार नहीं ठानूंगा, काल के कपाल पर लिखता मिटाता हूँ, गीत नया गाता हूँ। आज काल ने उनको अपने पास ले लिया।
So the end, really, this is wonderful tribute to the Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji.
नेक दिल परिंदे किस नगर को उड़ गया, नेक दिल परिंदे किस नगर को उड़ गया। जहाँ ही ले गया, तू कहाँ गया, जहाँ ही ले गया। दिल बुला रहा तो क्यों रुला, झोली सबकी भर के सबके दुख हर के बिन बताए चला गया। तू कहाँ गया, जहाँ ही ले हवा भी है, सूरज भी है, बारिश भी तड़के। हवा भी है, सूरज भी है, बारिश भी तड़के। तकता मैं रास्ता सुबह से शाम, तेरी आहट ना हुई। जी रहे हैं हम, ये जीना भी है कोई। मनाएंगे, जकड़ लेंगे, तुझे जाने ना देंगे। एक बार लौट आ, तू एक बार लौट आ, एक बार लौट आ, तू एक बार लौट आ। तू कहाँ गया, जहाँ ही ले गया। दिल बुला रहा तो क्यों रुला रहा, सबकी भर के सबके दुख हर के बिन बताए चला गया तू कहाँ गया जहाँ ही ले
अंधेरा छटेगा, सूरज निकलेगा, कमल खिलेगा।
These are all myself and Dr. Srutasani Madam's models. Really wonderful what Professor Chennai sir rightly mentioned after reading about Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. Wonderful, really. So if you are listening from Hindi songs through Hindi literature, wonderful, but it is an international workshop. I tried my best to provide in English, but maximum literature is available in videos in Hindi. Anyhow, we tried our best to express our gratitude, tribute to the great leader and Bharat Ratna Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. Over to Professor Chennai sir. After feedback from Professor Chennai sir, we can go for a vote of thanks, then feedback from Monday. We have an international.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Very good. You have done very nice, and you have presented very good manner. Very good, Amresh sir. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for wonderful keynote address delivered by our honorable keynote speaker, my guru, collaborator, Professor Chennai sir, coming with innovative things, and the sir is the right person to deliver a big sir approached Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji in Indira Park. Still, I remember during my university days, some Nehru, I think Nehru Park. So many innovative and creative places in Tirupati, Sri Venkateswara University. 7 universities are there. So sir expressed his live examples, what he shared with Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. Thank you very much, sir, for providing live example. We are grateful to our honorable Vice Chancellor. Sir.
All the best, Amresh sir.
Thank you, sir. So we are grateful to our honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Prabhasankar Shukla sir, our Registrar, Professor S. Dikshit sir, Director, IQAC also, Professor Mipun sir, ISTD Chairman, Professor Vitali Kavam, Principal, Moran College, Dr. Srutasani Gugoi Madam, Coordinator, Moran College, noble participants, Pavan sir and Hema Madam for wonderful participation, and all the participants for your wonderful participation, your keen passions here. So we need your more participation and oral participation with the Professor Chennai sir, not only passive or within active participation, because I know your problems, network issues, but we'll try our best. Whatever suggestions I'm getting from Professor Chennai sir, I would like to implement immediately. So thank you very much. Now national anthem, immediately I share the
Amresh
feedback
sir.
from you. Sir.
Amresh sir, will you share something about Monday's program?
Yes, sir. I said, sir, already told Monday we are going to organize our 17th International Work Conference on Old Happiness, on the occasion of Old Happiness Day. Last year also we organized, this year also, a teacher, trainer from Assam and myself and Professor Chennai sir, we are going to deliver, sir will deliver keynote address, myself and another teacher will present our papers.
Will you send a flyer very shortly, Amresh sir?
Yes, sir. Immediately after the program. Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's ready, sir.
Okay.
After this
Okay,
program,
all
I'm
the best,
sharing.
sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Now national anthem, immediately I share the feedback form.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Jai Hind. Thank you. Please submit your feedback form. YouTube viewers also, please submit your feedback form.